and Azimio La Umoja committees have hit a dead end. This is after continued bickering over membership of a joint bipartisan committee and the resumption of demonstrations called by Azimio coalition. The 14-member committee was to hold a meeting, but it failed to take off after Azimio team failed to turn up, demanding the withdrawal of Eldas Member of Parliament MP Keynan. Our parliamentary reporter Elizabeth Mutuku with more.
In press conferences at Parliament buildings, the Raka MP George Murugara called out Azimio Brigade for holding protest amid bipartisan talks. Murugara, who leads the team, lamented that the Azimio bipartisan team has remained non-committal to allow a chance for dialogue, insisting that the talks cannot go hand in hand with protest, urging Azimio leader Raila Odinga and the Azimio team to abandon the demonstrations and resume talks.
And they insist on a structured dialogue. In the other hand, they are for violent protests in the streets in the name of demonstrations, picketing, etc. We regret we cannot accede to this at all. Number 5, there cannot be dialogue simultaneous with street protests. The two cannot go together hand by hand. Either we talk or they demonstrate. Kenya Kwanza is committed to peace. Dialogue or talks are a means towards peace. This is why we wholeheartedly commit to these talks.
However, I would like to appeal to him for the sake of posterity, for the sake of stability of this country, for the sake of peace and the need for us to get our country out of the current economic doldrums, he should allow his committee to talk with us. He should stop directing them. We are not going to fight. It will be meeting of minds, and where they think that we have overwhelmed them, they'll fall back to him later, just like we would fall back to our principal if we failed overwhelmed.
However, in a quick rejoinder, the Azimio team insisted that Eldas Member of Parliament MP Keynan must be withdrawn from the committee for talks to resume, with the committee co-chair Otiende Amolo calling out Kenya Kwanza counterparts for being insincere for the coalition having included Keynan in the team.
Suspended the talks because the inclusion of the Honorable Keynan goes to the principles of the very things we are supposed to discuss. For us as a team, as long as they confirm to us that the Honorable Keynan has been withdrawn, we will resume the talks immediately. The question of demonstration is a different question. It's not on the table for us. That is a matter that is to be discussed at the level of the principles and the Constitution and other things.
The Azimio Brigade, however, dismissed the demand that the demonstrations must be called off for the talks to resume. As back and forth continues in both political divides, especially on their demands on who should sit in the bipartisan committee, the buck stops with President William Ruto and opposition leader Raila Odinga to unlock the stalemate. Elizabeth Mutuku, TV47, Palm Brinks, Nairobi.
Well, thank you, Elizabeth Mutuku.